This is company analysis for Apple Group F. To start off with, we'll be introducing the team members. First off is myself, Tabitha Ford. I am an accounting student and executive assistant at an industrial rescue company. I'll be providing the outline, the introduction, and the conclusion in the essay. I will be including the introduction in this PowerPoint. Sylvia Treviso is an accounting student and an accounting assistant in the oil and gas industry. She's going to be discussing the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis, and as well as the vision and mission statement of the company. Christopher Garcia is a supply chain management system student working in the field for a manufacturing company. He's going to be providing the strategies utilized by Apple and the competitive analysis of the company. Jessica Estrada is a marketing major who works as an insurance coordinator in a dental office. She's analyzing the major concepts in relation to the textbook and the company. Apple, as we know today, is an American multinational technology company leading the world in laptops, phones, and technological watches that link to your iPhones that make life easier to manage. It was founded in 1967 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, and a less common founder is Ronald Wayne. Not many people know about Ronald Wayne because he backed out 2 weeks after the company had been founded. He sold his share, his 10% share, for $350, which would be worth billions today. The name Apple came from Steve Jobs working in the orchards in Oregon. They tried to think of another name, but there was nothing better than Apple Inc. Just nothing seemed right to them. A brief history is that the company, other than the company founding in 1967, that Wozniak created the Apple I. That's where Apple first began, was with the first ever Apple I computer. Jobs had so much faith in this computer, he really felt like it was going to sell like crazy, that he risked everything to market and sell the product. They couldn't even get a loan to purchase the hardware needed to build the computer. So what they did was they had sold a contract to a store that agreed to purchase 200 Apple I computers. They took that contract to the hardware store and told the hardware store that we have a contract. We can sell 200 computers, which means we're going to be buying a lot of hardware from you. So the hardware company called the store manager, made sure it was an accurate contract, and then agreed to give Wozniak and Jobs a credit to purchase the hardware. They ended up selling 200 computers in their first year and then created the Apple II, which was actually the reason for the first electronic spreadsheet. Apparently, someone had created an electronic spreadsheet because of the Apple II. Once that happened, people really started looking at Apple as the computers to purchase. Fast forward 30 years, and the company is now a Fortune 500 company, producing over $215 billion a year and steadily growing internationally. As you can see from these charts, the global revenue of Apple from 2004 to 2015 has continuously grown, especially from 2004 to 2016, from 8.2 billion to 215 billion. It's insane. As you can see, the first year that they didn't grow over the previous year was actually 2016. However, there's still a couple months to go. The other chart says where Apple is growing. As you can see, that Asia is a pretty big contender in the growth of Apple, Greater China and Japan leading that. The product lines for Apple include, for consumer products and not their hardware products, include the Mac, the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad. The Mac is the brand of notebook computers replacing the computers, replacing the iBook The iPod, a line of portable media players sold with the iTunes Music Store. The iPhone, a line of smartphones that operate using Apple mobile operating system. The iPad is basically a notebook without a keyboard, sold with the Apple Store and communication through Wi-Fi.